Good afternoon. It's tea time, number 37. I'm glad we're catching the end of some sunlight today. And let's prepare to steep our tea by first boiling some fresh cold water. As our water heats up, let's talk about this afternoon's tea. I was gifted by my aunt and uncle and cousins an incredible box of Harney and Sons teas. They have many options that I've looked over. Today I've decided to try this tea, which is called Jasmine. It's a fragrant green tea. I've pulled up this jasmine tea on Harney's official website. Let's give it a quick look over and read the description of this tea. Harney and Sons website states, flavoring teas with jasmine flowers is an ancient Chinese tradition. The base of our jasmine is a pao chong tea, which is slightly browner than green tea. We add fresh jasmine flowers to create a delicate and fragrant brew, kosher, caffeinated. I'm not sure what Mike's tea ratings is, but it's the main rating that's directly under the description I just read, and there's another description here. Details. The Chinese love to mix jasmine flowers with various teas. We offer 4 options: jasmine, yin hao jasmine, silver needle jasmine, and dragon pearl jasmine. This is our most basic jasmine. However, it is much better than those served in many Chinese restaurants. The brewing temperature for this tea is stated as 175 Fahrenheit. On the brewing instructions for this bag, it states use 1 cup less than boiling water per tea bag and steep for 3 minutes. The brewing time on the website states 4 minutes. We'll do 4. And hopefully this tea's as great as Mike has stated. I have our freshly boiled water here. Let's wait till 175 to steep for 4 minutes. Oops. Cool. So our water does indicate slightly less than 175. Let's put in our tea bag and be patient for the next 4 minutes. Think about stuff. And we'll be right back. And I'm just realizing there is a discrepancy, a difference between the steep time stated. Obviously, I said like on the website and then the tea bag, but also the tea bag in the actual, or like the tea foil and then the tea label that's attached to the bag. Those are different as well. So 3 minutes on the foil pouch and 4 minutes once again on the actual tea bag attachment paper thing. I have been noticing that in some teas that I've been rating is there's not a consistent either steep time or description. It could be that blends are changing over time. They choose different people are being hired and changing the overall rules of steep time and descriptions. Whatever it is, I think these tea companies need to do a better job at defining exactly what their definition, what their recommendations are. I like choices, but when it comes to someone selling me something that's supposed to be used, I always want to hear a consistent message from them. Use it this way, at this temperature, for this amount of time, with this much water. I just want it all laid out so I can try it as you intend me to try it. And with that, our tea time, steep time, has been reached. Let's try this tea. I've been loving green teas recently. I hope I love this one just as much. Great tea so far. A lot of the time, with green teas, you'll get, I'm not trying to say a split, so like one or the other, but you'll usually get a variety of tastes that I feel like are brought about because they fry the leaf, I think, to preserve it or to stop it once they've chosen this is the level that we want the aroma to be or the fermentation to be. They stop that by pan frying the leaf to kind of preserve it, and then from that they take it and they blend it with whatever else to make the tea in the tea bag. I forget what I was saying. Oh yes, with this tea in particular, you definitely get a kind of fried vegetable or fried greens kind of taste. Yeah, so it doesn't taste just like they pulled the leaf directly out of the ground or off of the plant and put it in the tea bag. It seems like they definitely did some minor manipulation in terms of this tea's like fried level, earthiness level, aroma. It could come from the jasmine as well, but kind of an interesting tea. I like that the fact that this tea does make me think about it. Sometimes teas don't really inspire you to try to understand them. I'm just looking over the websites more too. I really like their descriptions. In the past, I've had issue with reading descriptions, not only because sometimes they're badly written, but also because they give too much away. And I like, after someone tells me the rules of how they want their tea prepared and I follow, I don't want to hear anything else about how the tea is supposed to taste or what I'm going to be expecting in the tea. I want the tea as plain in my mind as can be before I taste it. So sometimes reading the description can be very influential. But just looking over it now, it does match what I felt before I read it, does match with what I'm reading now. It states that this is a medium body tea. Couldn't agree more with this tea. I think it's on the slightly lighter medium side, but still a medium tea. The color is yellowish green. There's definitely a strong jasmine aroma. But it's interesting, jasmine and green, they mix so well that sometimes or at least I'm confused on what I'm actually smelling. Like, am I smelling more green tea or jasmine? Because it's not like a Earl Grey tea sometimes where you taste or smell two things combined. In this case, it's very homogeneous. So they just did a good job on the tea. And I love this, I love this green tea because, like the other Harney and Sons green tea I've had, I think it was the last one I rated, last episode, is that it is in a different category than these other large companies' green teas, like Bigelow and Twinings. It's just in a different category in terms of its flavor. Not better or worse, just different. I think I've said a lot already. I'm going to take some more sips, really get a feel for this tea. But overall, loving it. Jasmine isn't my favorite blend of green teas, but this one is pretty exceptional. This tea gets a 9.0. I was just thinking right before this about the aftertaste of the tea. It's not really existent. Has slight dryness. Nothing unpleasant. Just kind of a dry mouth feel at the end. But, I think for this company, this tea is what I've come to expect from this company. I don't know what that sentence was, but quite good and filling and light. A green tea should be just, I'm not sure if umami's the word, but very holistic, kind of touching every base of where you want your tea to be. That's what a good tea in general should be, but I think green tea especially is like so far-reaching in its capabilities in terms of flavor palette, feelings, just overall tea experience. Yeah. So with that, I say have a good rest of your day, and I hope you're getting stuff done. Hope you're trying new things. Always try new things, especially if you're not quite satisfied or not satisfied in general with your current state of whatever. You can't keep doing the same things and expect a different result. So try new things. Cheers.